Hello everyone, my name is Tamishalini from the course DMLT. So I am going to talk about my topic is bioweapon. From this topic I want to share about variola major smallpox. So first let's see what is bioweapon. What is bioweapon? Harmful biological agent such as a pathogenic microorganism or a neurotoxin. It is used as a weapon to cause death or disease, usually on a large scale, which involve the use of bacteria or other living organisms in order to destroy other organisms which are harmful to plant and crops. The function of bioweapon is the use of biological toxin or infectious agents such as bacteria, viruses, and insects. And second, I'm going to talk about what are the effects to the community of bioweapon. So let's see what are the effects to the community of bioweapon. The first is the extinction of endangered wildlife species, the erosion of genetic diversity or domesticated plant and animal, the destruction of the traditional human livelihood, and the extirpation of indigenous culture. So, bioweapon, there are few type of bioweapon. Uh, bioweapon. So, I would like to talk about variola major, that is smallpox, known as smallpox. So, what is variola major, that is known as smallpox? It was contagious. Contagious meaning it spread from one person to another person. And also, before smallpox was eradicated, it was a serious infectious disease caused by the variola virus. The smallpox result from infection by variola virus is known as genus Orthopox virus. Family is Poxviridae. At least two strains of virus exist. That is, the more violent strain causes variola major, and the less violent strain causes variola minor. It is a large double-stranded DNA virus that is causative agent of smallpox. It specifically infects humans. So second, I would like to talk about function. So the disease is a product of cell death or and the immune system respond. The variola virus invades the respiratory system, skin and blood vessels, leading to fever and large pulse field, source that can lead to disfigurement. The primary reason for infection in humans is due to ability to evade the odds of human responses and avoid complement activation. So let's see what are the transmission of how can transmit variola major, that is smallpox. So smallpox spread from one person to another person by respiratory droplet or direct contact with body fluid. And also it contaminated clothing or bedding may also transmit the virus. Animal and insect also are not to carry the or spread the virus to human. The incubation period for smallpox is 7 to 17 days. See what are the effects to the community. Smallpox is the first human infectious disease to be successfully eradicated worldwide. The variola virus can be measured approximately 300 nm to 350 nm per long. The disease and mortality as well as the potential for community spread for infection. They can range from skin reaction to a serious nervous system condition called encephalitis, which can lead to convulsion, coma, and also death. But these side effects are really very rare. Can happen. Let's see what are the sign and symptom for variola major smallpox. Following the incubation period, a sudden onset of flu-like flu-like sign and symptoms occurs. These are include fever, overall discomfort, headache, severe fatigue, severe back pain, and also sometimes possibly vomiting also can happen. Lab diagnosis. The laboratory criteria for diagnosis are polymerase chain reaction, PCR identification of variola DNA in a clinical specimen, or we can do isolation of smallpox variola virus from a clinical specimen, WHO smallpox references laboratory or laboratory with appropriate reference capabilities with variola PCR confirmation. Let's see what are the causes of variola major smallpox. Smallpox is caused by infection by the variola virus. The virus can be transmitted as a first point is directly from person to person. How? Direct transmission of the virus requires fairly prolonged face-to-face contact. The virus can be transmitted through by a hair droplet that can escape with an infection. Person cough or sneeze. Sometimes the person talks like that. And the second is indirectly from an infected person. How in rare instances airborne virus can spread further, possibly through the ventilation system in a building, infecting people in other rooms or on other floors. The third point is via contaminated items. Smallpox can also spread through contact with contaminated clothing or bedding, although the risks of infection from these sources are less common. The last is as a terrorist weapon potentially. A deliberate release of smallpox is a remote threat. However, because any release of the virus could be spread the disease quickly. Okay, so such as the smallpox, we can tell such as stop peeling smallpox vaccine. So, which cell can be affected? The cell that cover the inside surface of the blood vessel known as endothelial surface in the liver, spleen, lymph nodes and also bone marrow. During this time, which can last from 7 to 17 days, the person will appear to be healthy with no sign of the variola virus infection. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video.